Right now it is 12:20 at night. I am trying to do my homework and I have gotten nothing done but comment on a lot of Facebook posts that don't mean anything when I could have been doing my work. So this video is just going to be a video where I just act as your study partner. So this is going to be more for getting work done that you don't need somebody talking you through it. So I'm gonna try to go for 20 minutes this time, and hopefully it will help you keep on track, but also hopefully it will help me keep on track as well. Okay, so here we go. Okay, so when I have study buddies, I normally tell them what I'm working on. I'm actually working on a final that was due in December, but Corona got you, girl. So I've been backlogged on my schoolwork, and my ADHD does not help that, of course. So I'm working on a paper that's about 25 pages long about Black men and their roles in slavery, and their roles in sports, and kind of like comparing those. So right now I'm at 25 pages, but I still have a lot more work to do. So So I have the TV on in the background. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it on here, but especially with my ADHD, if I'm not medicated, which I try to be, but if I have an off day, my therapist gave me a little tip to do different things while I'm studying. So have the TV on, have people talking in the cafe that you're at, or listening to music in one ear and listening to your surroundings with the other ear, standing up, like just tricking your mind into having so many things to focus on that all you can focus on is your work. And it kind of actually helps me. But people always think that I'm weird, that I'll be like listening to stuff or just like all over the place when I'm trying to study. But I really can't understand how people can just like sit still, because the only way I'm sitting still is if I have medicine in my body. Like I just can't can't do it. Okay, we're only 3 minutes in, so we still have 17 more minutes. I have not gotten done anything on my paper. I hope that you guys are being a little bit more productive than I am. We're 5 minutes in now. I hope that what you guys are working on, I hope that what you're working on is more interesting than what I'm working on. Okay, I'm actually not gonna lie, what I'm working on is very interesting to me, so I shouldn't say that, but the research and like trying to find the right resources to say what I wanna say is just pulling me down. I don't like it. Okay, so we're at 8 minutes now. We have 12 minutes left. Right now, I'm kind of stuck on my paper. I'm writing, so when I'm comparing, well, I'm not comparing sports and slavery because obviously slavery obviously sports are not as bad as what slavery was ever, but I'm using the same 3 areas of focus to analyze slavery, and then I'm applying them to sports just to see how I can identify some of those pieces that make up the issues within the politics within sports. So right now, I for slavery, I focused on Black men's roles in slavery. So of course they were looked at as just kind of like muscle machines, and they were put into positions of where physical labor and strength were needed. So now I'm applying that to sports and looking at the language that surrounds Black men's bodies within sports, how they're still looked at in these physical ways, and they're also like, I don't know the word, but like typecasted into certain roles within football. So if there's a position that seems like it requires more physical strength than it does mentality, then Black men are kind of pushed in that role, while white men are pushed towards the one that football people, coaches, I don't know, believe that requires more like mental figuring stuff out on the field, like, I don't know. But the funny thing is that I read this study that those roles change over time. So I don't know anything about football, but let's say the quarterback was thought about as a physical role. Well, then a few years later, they switched it, and then white people became quarterbacks because it started to be looked at as more like of a strategic position, and then black men were pushed into another position that was looked at as more physical. So it's just a lot of interesting little pieces to it. And I have something that I want to say, but it's hard to find the just right words. So okay, and we're at 11 minutes now, so we have 9 minutes left. Okay, we're at 14 minutes, so we have 6 minutes left. Okay, we're at 16 minutes, so we have 4 minutes left. $18 minutes, we have 2 minutes left. This video has made me realize how long 20 minutes actually is. I thought this was gonna go by a lot quicker. Okay, we're at 19:30, so we only have 30 more seconds to go. Okay, so that's 20 minutes. Whew. I'm actually so motivated that I'm gonna spend some more time working on my paper. So I'm pretty excited that this worked for me, and I hope that it worked for you guys too.